So, DRYSIDE, tell me about Amsterdam.
Oh, there's one story I have to tell you about. It's unreal what happened
Oh,
to me.
yeah, go for it.
It started off where,
Liftoff and the clock has started.
Roger, zero G, and I feel fine.
and then that was it. Everybody went home happy. So good trip all in all.
That is absolutely mental. I'm wow. Yeah, I'm never going to even repeat that story ever again. I don't think you should either. It's just too good. Too good. I hope everyone heard that.
Days and
Incredible.
what happened to the
Incredible.
dam stayed in the dam.
Exactly, exactly. Guys, welcome back. Welcome back. The two old futs are back, and one of us is even older. So it's one old fut and one really bloody old fut. Because somebody turned 40.
That milestone of 40 years old, still going strong. Still going strong on FIFA.
It's nice that I can say you old bastard because I get it all the time where I'm the oldest. I'm normally the oldest on streams and everything. And oh, you're so old, and it's actually nice. I can be like, I'm the young one. I'm the youngster. I am the youngster.
Young one.
You're a father figure to
Youngster.
me, DRYSIDE.
I could be your dad.
Well, because our accents are so similar.
Yes.
I could be your
Yes, people
dad.
start
I could be your dad.
putting jigsaw together.
Oh, I don't know what's happened to my voice there. It took us a while to get the pod started today, guys. We were talking about how much we've missed the pod, so I hope you guys have missed it as well. We've had a giggling fit for about 20 minutes just trying to get started because, yeah, we're just laughing. But what have we got on today's show? What are we talking about today? Icon swaps.
Big topics.
Yeah,
Yeah, big topics.
We'll have a good catch up, good old catch up. What's going on FIFA, and just a general catch up. What's going on with us? Then we'll talk about icon swaps, go through the ins and outs, everything to do with icon swaps. Then we'll talk about content, and obviously with everything going on, and what we should expect, and what we could get, or what ideas, and all that kind of stuff. And we're just going to chew the fat, really. This could last about 5 hours.
Could be here for a while. Prepare your ears.
I love it. Everybody who's listening is just look down to see how long the pod is to decide whether they switch off now or later. And they've literally looked down and be
Yeah.
like, oh, it's under 2 hours. It's under an hour and a half. Okay, I'll listen. But they're all thinking, if this thing's 4 hours, I'm switching off now. Apart from Mav. Mav's like, 4 hours? Get in there, son.
Result.
Excellent. Okay, well,
Keep on walking.
so yes, we didn't do one last week, and that's because you were celebrating your birthday when you were in Amsterdam for a few days, and we couldn't.
Large in life.
Yeah, we couldn't squeeze one in before because it would have only been like 2 days after the last pod, so it would have been a bit pointless. We'd have just talked rubbish. Not that we don't talk rubbish all the time anyway, but a lot's been going on, isn't it?
Lots have been happening. What's been happening with you? How's the team looking?
Yeah, I'm got a lot's gone on with me. I'm gonna get in trouble for plugging, but obviously the fatal stuff is has been pretty big.
What's fatal?
I was very lucky to get invited onto Bateson's Fatal YouTuber tournament. So you've got 15 big YouTubers and me, obviously not being a big YouTuber, in a tournament where, like, long story short, you start with a silver team and one like marquee player, your fatal player, and you have 5 episodes where you play viewers and you earn coins for how you perform, and you build up your team each episode with 2 new players. So at the end of the 5 episodes, you've hopefully got a team of no silvers, and then you take that into a knockout tournament with the other 15 YouTubers. So you've got the likes of like the Bateson, the Penzas, Atani, Pieface, Reeve, Zwayback. Like, I feel. I'll be honest, I feel a bit out of my depth. They're massive. They got millions of subscribers between them, and there's me with like 200. So I'm still pinching myself about it, to be honest. But I've done the first episode, and it's amazing. If anyone's listening to this not seen on YouTube, the only plug I'll say is go and check it out, because not just mine, check out the other guys as well, because it's a really good series. And
Yeah, it is good.
I'll be honest, I'd never watched it before. I didn't really understand. I'd seen part of one episode, but I didn't understand how it worked until obviously the option potentially came around, and I was watching it, and I was like, oh yeah, this sounds awesome. Like right on my street, the whole kind of RTG and getting viewers involved in that is brilliant. So so that was really good. But apart from that, my team is looking pretty similar than before. I don't actually. Let's have an update. So I've done Sergio Ramos SPC. He's an absolute machine. I've got 93 Carlos Alberto, who I start off chem and then play a right back and move Ramos centre back. I've still got David Luiz and Robertson. I've got Timothy Kante still. I've got Prime Moments Essien as his partner in crime in midfield. I now have Shapeshifter Ben Yedder because we packed him from the guaranteed Shapeshifter pack. I think that was probably after the last podcast. Obviously playing with Neymar. And then I did have Mbappe, just normal Mbappe, because I'm saving my coins for Fatal. We got about 5 more coins. But I did my Prime Icon pack from Icon Swaps the other day, yesterday, and got Kaká. So I'm using Prime Kaká at the minute as my kind of right midfielder. So yeah, so that's my team. Pretty similar. How about yours?
Yeah, it hasn't changed that much. I think the only additions that I've brought in are because with the seasons ending last week, so I got Kovacic. He's a really good player.
Oh, did
Really
you know
like him.
Kovacic? Interesting. I did a Kanji, and he's a beast.
No, he's really, really good. Kovacic is class, sitting in that CDM role, and also links up with obviously one of my most favorite players in FIFA, Perisic.
Oh, Perisic, yeah.
So he's linked up with Perisic. I'll tell you what though, and maybe this might be the whole thing about when I went to Amsterdam, and I went to Amsterdam, obviously, for anybody who doesn't know and doesn't see my Twitter, that I went to the Johan Cruyff Arena, and which is an amazing experience if you ever get to go to it. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I was
But
quite
the whole
jealous.
the seeing the away dressing room compared to the home dressing room, mind games of like the away dressing room is so basic. It's like your local
It's
park.
shit. There's pins on the seats and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's really shitty. And then like they put the hooks to the players' tops too high up, so the players have to reach really high to get it to annoy them. And then like
They
the
pebble dash the
whiteboard.
toilets beforehand and things like that.
Yeah, it's only like 8 showers, so 3 players have to like not get showered, stand and wait.
That's so bad, isn't it?
It's horrible. And then things like not even leaving, like they've got a whiteboard, but they don't leave any markers out. So if the manager of the opposition team doesn't bring markers, they can't use the whiteboard. And then you go into the home changing room, and it's like complete luxury, like big, massive 60-inch screen TVs, fridges. Every player has his own TV and controls, like luxury chairs, like big 2 jacuzzis, full showers. Amazing. It's class.
Nice.
So then it kind of you got a full tour, and you get to walk they take you to the steps.
Yeah.
Where the players line up, and then they play the Champions League music, and you get to walk up and no word of a lie, and this is the child coming out on me, that walking up the stairs and play the Champions League music. I'm not ashamed to say this, but I got goosebumps.
No, I bet you did.
And you
Because
walk-
quality. Because you don't always visualize yourself being in that situation, do you, in the stadium?
Yeah. And more so because Tottenham last year, because of what happened, and being a Tottenham fan, that's the position those players were in. And then you walk up out onto the pitch, and it's just amazing. The stadium's just awesome. And getting to see the whole stadium and walking around, it was class. So it kind of inspired me. I thought, well, come back. And I was sitting at night time in the hotel and thinking, I might build like a Dutch team or an Ajax team. So I didn't end up building the whole team. Disappointed, but I did buy one player that because it was always talked about through the tour, Van Basten 91 icon. Oh my God, it's definitely one of the best. I've had a lot of strikers. The best striker I've had to date in my team.
Van Basten, really?
Yeah. Honestly, and no word of a lie, I thought I'll give him a go, see how he feels. This guy is a goal machine. Like finishes everything. Honestly, no matter what he touches, it goes in. So he was the main kind of change in my team. And nothing else is changed apart from him because I'm saving money. I actually wasn't spending money because I wanted to see how the icon swaps went on Friday, because I thought prices will drop. I've been stung big time before, and I'm not going to be stung again. I was going to do Bruno Fernandes last week, and then I thought I'll hold off to see how icon swaps did. And thankfully I didn't, because today obviously come out as Player of the Month.
Yeah.
And I guess price dropped by, I think it was close to 200,000.
Yeah, because a Player of the Month is about 800k, isn't it? So it's oh, that was a hiccup.
Oh,
How am I going to get a hiccup? I just had a drink. I'm going to get another one. I'm going to have the hiccups.
oh no.
That's random. But it's quite well priced considering how much that what was it, Winter Refresh card was. The Player of the Month was actually better priced than I expected. I expected it to be $1 million.
Yeah, I had an idea it'd be around about that price because the Winter Refresh was around about 730, 740, and then what's went up to 90 now from an 89, so it dropped. I think now you're sitting around about 600,000. I guess plummeted. I think it's recovered slightly now, but we talked about it last week. So I was talking to you about, do I go for the 89? Do I go for the 88 version? Because there was something like I think there was the Winter Refresh was 700,000 odd, and then the 88 Inform was 370.
Yeah,
and we talked about how
coins.
300,000 extra for +1, which isn't you don't really see that much of a difference, really.
No, you don't at all.
And I didn't go for it, and I didn't end up not doing it. But now it's even more so to think, oh, do you think to even go for the SBC or do you go with the 630? I'm not touching it because that's wiped out your coins for something that in a few weeks really be that good.
No, because Team of the Season, like I imagine Team of the Season will still go ahead or some form of it. They will. I can't imagine EA are just gonna. They might have to. All depends on the employees. Like it really depends on what they do. If they shut down, then that might. But people can do this stuff from home though. So, but Team of the Season's not that far off. It's only a month and a bit. So you might as well just buy the 89. You're not going to notice the difference between that and the 90 and save your fodder for something else.
Bear in mind that a lot of people now at the minute, and we've been exactly the same over the last weekend, and we'll talk about it more about what you've been doing, but like I haven't touched my actual first team. I've been using the SBC or doing the icon swaps, which has been the Japanese team, the Italian team, the French league team, or this Liga. So you don't even really look at your own team. You're going through these challenges to do to go towards the icon swaps. So you better just sell. Well, I was better just selling off and holding on to I've got 1 million coins sitting, burning a hole in my pocket.
It does burn a hole, and it's like what you're saying about a minute ago about the Dutch team and stuff. And I've had a massive wave recently of wanting to build I'm wanting to build specific teams and try out all these different icons that are a bit cheaper. Like I really want to try out Seedorf or like Butragino or Dalglish if I can, and cheaper ones. Like I want to try out Owen in my team. I wouldn't mind trying out Lampard. I've not used. So I'm thinking about all these teams I might start doing just because I feel a bit stale in my team at the minute, and this happens every year. I remember like Team Kante is my favourite player in the game. He is an absolute amazing card. Yet there comes a point where you're just like, I just want to freshen it up. And I've either gone that route, where do I build a specific team? So I've thought about doing a Brazilian team. But then the other thing I've thought about doing is literally selling everything. So I've got 5 mil, sell Essien, that's 2, sell Kante's 2.5. That gets me up to like 9.5. And basically try and get enough coins together to buy myself Prime Moments Zidane or Prime Moments Ronaldinho. And then literally just use untradables around them. Because I've got some decent untradables. And thought about doing that just because on drafts, obviously I'm loving drafts at the minute. I'm properly into drafts. I've been playing them off stream and that, and like Zidane just feels amazing. Ronaldinho's Ronaldinho, obviously. So I've had a real urge. Or I've even thought about starting again. I've even thought about starting a brand new account, an RTG, like see what happens. Not trading though, because I'm a bit fed up of trading now.
Yeah, same. But even like it's icons, going for a lower rated icon. It doesn't really bother me, and I tend to not look at people's reviews on icons. I like to make my own mind up because everybody has a different style and how they play and how they player. I even tried when I come back again to the whole Ajax thing. I became obsessed with Ajax in a 4-day period. I know.
I love that.
I tried Rijkaard. It's great. I really enjoyed the Rijkaard card.
Rijkaard.
Which I think is the 86 I tried, the CDM. and it's just defensively and like his physicality and passing, he was just a real presence. I think it's icons have something about them. I think they've got something like an extra bit of, I don't know, magic dust over them. That they are better than certain cards that are 86 rated in a normal game. And yeah, I tried him out too, but one of my favorite cards at the minute is Koeman anyway, who gets my team man of the match most games in squad battles. So
it's all about trying out. That's it. To me, it's becoming more about in squad battles, beginner squad battles.
yeah.
I'll tell you what, actually, talking about squad battles playing AI. So you guys won't be listening to this tomorrow morning. So if you listen to this first thing on Tuesday, then Brandon Smith, who a streamer and he's one of the casters, he's doing a 24-hour stream. He's trying to break a Guinness World Record for the most number of draft wins in 24 hours, right? And I was in his stream earlier, and I noticed he was thrashing somebody like 9-0, and I was like, why are they not quitting? And he was like, oh, because it's not online. I was like, what? I was like, wait a minute. You're not doing online? He goes, no, I'm not allowed to for the record because people could rage quit and things, so I need to play proper games against computer. I was like, you're playing non-stop offline drafts for 24 hours. And he was like,
horrible.
yeah. And I was just like, you are mental. Like, you are properly mental, because that is so like mentally draining to play. It's the same as squad battles, isn't it? Like on the offline draft is no different than squad battles, just AI.
Yeah, same thing.
Oh,
yep.
Oh my God. I felt sorry for the guy.
It's horrible. And playing, working your way through that, working your way through the icon swaps, squad battles is just brutal. Yeah. I got so bad, and I got to the Japanese team, and I was like, and I had enough Japanese players to do it, but I didn't have a Japanese goalkeeper, so I played a left midfielder in nets. And stupidly, I didn't even think about making a sub at the start of the game and bringing Courtois on. And I played on, and I conceded 2 goals, and I started having a complete freak attack, screaming at the TV, this goalkeeper, because he was so bad. I think, oh my God, why didn't I just bring Courtois on? And this guy had nets, was about 4'3".
Oh no.
It's just terrible. But that's what I struggled with. But I've done it now, so it's okay. I'm one step closer to that elusive icon pack, which I think is great value for money, by the way.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, so actually, we've moved on to it anyway. So let's talk, we're talking icon swaps. And like, I think that Prime Icon pack is absolutely banging value. 9 tokens. Like, the mid icon was 18 tokens. So they've halved it, and you're getting better cards. Well, maybe. The opportunity of better cards. I still see a lot of people who are like, people are like, oh, it's so shit, EA. And I was like, wait. You can't have a go at EA because you pack something rubbish. You know your odds of packing something good are terrible. So, like, you can't blame them for it because you know it. Like, it's like somebody saying to you, if you do that, it's going to hurt you. And then you do it, and then you blame them. You're like, no. I told you it's going to hurt you, so don't do it.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, like, whenever it's different for you, maybe because obviously you stream every single day, and you've a far better team than what I would have, and coins, because for that reason you're playing so many matches. But if I'm doing an RTG, and any icon to me is good, apart from a few or brutal, but they're in some way usable. But yes, the luck of the draw. You know, if you're going to do it, I'd rather do 9 swaps and get the luck of the draw than do 18 or whatever it was in the past.
Oh, it's hard.
Because that's a real grind.
That is a real grind. And, you know, like, that's probably the only really good thing in icon. Actually, no. I'll tell you what. Like, I think EA have done good in having lots of moment cards as the cheat ones. Like, they're not the best cards in the game, but Litmanen, a 91 rated prime moment card. And, like, a lot of things with these cards, they have had depth boosts. They look cool. 6 tokens, not bad. Trezeguet, 7, not bad. Gattuso, not bad, 7. Laudrup for 9 is not bad. You got Puyol for 10. For 9. Overmars. Lampard for like 10 or whatever. I don't think they're that bad, but what really, I think where I'm really disappointed with icon swaps is when you get to the higher end. Like, you've got the real top end ones. Who have you got? Cannavaro 20, okay. But the top 3 are Baby Zidane. And like, baby icons are pretty much done in the game. I know it's a great card and it's getting a lot of people's teams, but we're at that stage because they're out of packs and everything now. Nobody gets excited by baby icons. If you know what I mean, well, it's not got the same buzz. So why don't you just give us? I don't know. I think they should be, because the value of the icon swaps has been the same every time. Like the top players have always been around 2 million coins at that moment in time. I think at this stage of the game they should be a bit more expensive. Like, so that disappoints me that they're not, of the top 3 items, one of them is a moments card. One's a baby and one's a prime. I think they should all be moments cards. Like chuck in a Del Piero. That'd be sweet. A prime. Oh, I know Del Piero's already been in it, but just chuck in moments.
I think at this stage, it should be the pinnacle of cards now, where we are. March. Most people probably will complete this until towards the end of April. Is that right?
Yeah. Or why don't they? This actually would have been brilliant. Make it 50 tokens. 50 tokens.
Yep.
And then you have a spread. So you can have all these cards, and then like your 50 token could be, and we don't even have to go to your Sabi and Ronaldo. I know they don't, but they could do that. But then they can control when you get those 50. So you may not be able to get all 50 tokens for another 2 months, 3 months. But at least you can get to that player, and you could have a Eusebio or an R9 or something. Because at the minute, without icon SBCs, we're all a little bit, it's all a little bit rubbish because we can't get any of the big cards from grinding upgrades and things like that. That's my only problem. I think the bottom end of swaps are great. I think the top end's just a little bit underwhelming, and I guess that's something for me because none of them fit my team, and I've probably got a better team than most people, so I know I'm coming from a different angle. But from talking to people on stream and stuff, and what I see on Twitter, a lot of people feel the same. Like, do I really want to grind that hard for those cards?
Yeah, I reckon if you had a poll, or have you seen the stats of what people went for this time round? I would almost guarantee you that the majority, 85% of people, will go for those 6 to 13 coins.
Yeah, I think so.
Tokens.
I don't think many people are going to save up for Carlos Alberto, just because a lot of people already have baby Zambrotta. And he's 2 million, but you can get his 93, which is great for like 800k now. Garincha, I don't think everyone rates him that much, and plus a lot of people have got a Messi version. Like, not, you know what I mean? I'm not talking like the majority, but a lot of people do, and I just don't know if that really fits. And Zidane, I just don't think people are that arsed, like, to grind that much for a 91 Zidane. I don't know, especially with the baby icon SBC. Some people have him. But it'd be interesting. You guys let us know, right, on Twitter. We know where we are, at 2oldfuts. This is not just a one-way street of us blabbing at you. Let us know. What do you think of these? Do you disagree? Do you think that we're talking absolute shite and actually it's all banging for you? Because it is. It's all subjective. That's the right thing, isn't it? It's all personal opinion. I don't know what
people think about the Hullet card. The Hullet card is the most interesting one.
Oh, it's shite.
10,
my opinion.
But it's 86, and that's been thrown in there. But people will want to go for that based on it's Hullet.
Yeah, but
and that's it.
Everyone's saying
that's it.
I think Bateson sent a tweet out after that in capitals. It said, "Please do not go for this Hullet, thinking you're getting Hullet. Yeah. He is distinctly different from his other cards."
Yeah.
Because if you're
not getting the real Hullet.
No, because every stat is 80, but actually look at it. His pace is only 80 bang on. His shooting's 80 bang on. Like, it's not like you see the 8s at the start of that card and you're like, great card. But actually, if he had 79 pace and 79 shooting, people would be like, ooh. But yeah, so I think a lot of people hopefully stay away from that card.
And forgot to mention, as standard EA fashion, they always throw in a card that they have to remove and they put in Schmeichel.
Oh yeah, they put Schmeichel, didn't they? I mean, I cannot.
You had him, didn't you? Did you have him?
I used him for literally a quarter of a game and then sold him and bought Van der Sar back. By the way, I've got Yashin in goal now. I didn't mention this earlier. I've got prime Yashin in goal, 94 Yashin. The guy is different, next level. He is been the best keeper. Him and ter Stegen have been the best keepers I've had all game. Like, he saves way more than Van der Sar. He's more reliable. He does make mistakes, but they all do. But he's way more reliable, and he actually uses his hands every now and again. So
it's handy.
Yeah, it's very handy. So
really sure for a goalkeeper.
Yeah, so that's good. Like, if you're looking for a goalie and you've got money and you're thinking Tino Allison or Yashin, prime Yashin is definitely a shout. And he's probably about, I don't know how much he is now. But it's interesting, we haven't had a Yashin in icon swaps, have we?
No, I don't think we have.
I get
people have been moved away from Yashin because he's been that elite goalkeeper, and they've never included him. But
It's weird because he's not expensive. Yeah, like why
I think
don't
because
they just
people don't
include him?
know who he is. That's the
Yeah,
problem. It's
true.
like Garincha. Not a lot of people know from a younger generation
Yeah,
who Garincha is. So just think, nah, I don't know who he is. Don't care.
no, that is true.
So
It is true. No, it's true. And it's all about the hype, isn't it? It's like what what the big creators are using is generally,
hmm
that drives a lot of the demand on the market for. And this is why
yeah, it
sometimes
does.
you just got to ignore, like, as other, I believe a player review, somebody who does do player reviews, like, they can be very useful, but also you've got to take them with a pinch of salt. It's one person's perspective, which different play styles, and it really makes a big difference to how you use them versus somebody else. So you can't, just because somebody says
Yeah.
somebody's not very good, doesn't mean they're not very good. Because who did I use the other day? I used somebody in a draft. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what. In a draft yesterday, I've been playing drafts not when I'm streaming. I never play FIFA when I don't stream, but I've been playing drafts, and I used Prime Moments Burkamp. I really enjoyed him.
Yeah. He's a good
Shooting
player.
shooting was insane. And he's not my normal type of player, but it is interesting swaps. For the first time ever, I grinded instead of playing weekend league. Weekend league I was 12-2, and then on Saturday I never liked playing weekend league on Saturday. I just, because I've been out all day, and then I go to straight into streaming. Literally, I walk in the door and go live 10 minutes later. I'm not very relaxed. I'm always like really flushed and just like really. I haven't really relaxed, so I'm never really up for playing competitively. And
Mm.
I lost 2 games because my head wasn't in it. I was angry. I was like, you know what? I don't want to play champs. I want to do swaps. So we did, and I managed to get it done. And Sunday night we opened the Prime Icon pack and got Kaká. Which, do you think what do you think? Dubs or not dubs?
I think it's a dubs. You think
Yeah, I
about
agree.
it.
I agree.
For what you could have got,
No, I agree.
for what he is.
And everyone says he's
It's funny
clunky,
because
but he feels all right.
yeah, it's one of those funny ones that God, if I got Qatar, I'd be amazed. But I think then this is the case that people at different levels will have that where you have Kaká is average, let's say, for your team. He's good, but you were debating over whether you had Maradona or Kaká. But if I had Kaká, he goes into my team all day long.
Yeah, I've
So
got him in my team now.
everybody's at different levels.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
and
good.
I really
He
like
definitely
him.
is good.
I put an engine on him. I play him right midfield, which people might be like, oh my God, but he's pacey. He's got like 95, 96 pace. He gets up and down the wing, and his shooting's all in the mid to late 80s. So they're all like, nothing's terrible, but nothing's like amazing. But it's all decent. His dribbling's really good. It gets his balance up to like 98. Agility's like 94. So he feels really good, and he'll do. And for now, I'm just going to sit on my coins because we'll get into that stage where soon, I think a lot of those cards with Team of the Season coming, you'll see a lot of these prime icons coming down because
Yeah, they
people,
will.
like, especially the ones like Henri. Like, I really want to try moments Henri, but I'm not going to now because I know that he's just going to keep plummeting. Or I believe he will,
Yeah.
because he's a lot of people don't rate him again because they see the balance and like, oh my God, you can't use him. But as soon as you get to that team, people will be selling those cards ready for Team of the Season. It happens every year, so they will come down. They'll continue to come down. But no, I think it's a
Any
bit. I think it's
advice?
dubs.
Any advice we give to anybody listening that likes trading or is only really into trading now probably is not the right time to buy icons, just for the fact that you will start seeing a real decline
Well, if you flip them,
in
they're
the
fine.
pricing.
Yeah,
You
if you
flip, yeah.
but never. I wouldn't be holding them personally. But then I tell you, I wish I bought on Friday. I wish I bought a couple because people were panic selling ahead of swaps because obviously that what they
Mm-hmm.
were, people were like, oh, I've heard he might be in. I mean, and I was going to pick up a Kenny Dalglish 93. Somebody was like, yeah,
Yep.
but I've heard he might be in swaps, and I was like, nah, he won't. They're not going to put a 3.5 mil card in. Like, I wish they would, but and I mean, I've been watching him a lot recently, and I didn't buy one at 3.4 million, which is a shame because I could have sold him today or yesterday
Mm-hmm.
that for 3,750, probably overnight maybe 3.8 million, and you're kind of looking at after that you're looking at 250k profit. So you're flipping, but it's dangerous if you keep them overnight because they can,
Yeah.
and we don't know.
Depends
Yeah,
when you depends you sell them, and you think it's when me and you do trading, we very rarely lose. So
yeah, I've never lost a coin in my life, never.
we,
What
we we never lose on trading. So we are the best people to listen to.
what going back to icon swaps? So you're doing the prime icon pack. What are you gonna bother grinding the rest? And if so, who takes your fancy? Like, what are your thoughts? So you'll have
Ooh.
what? You'll have 15 tokens left if you can be bothered to grind them.
Yeah. So there's a mixture of things. It's a bit of a mixture of emotions because when you're doing the icon swaps, you go back to that whole thing about we talked about the whole relegation thing
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Rivals, which drives everybody insane.
yeah.
No, I'm not so bad because I'm in Division 12, so it doesn't bother me. But I never get gifted wins because nobody can go any further in Div 10. But it's I thought this time round because the pack was so attainable for so little,
Yeah,
then I thought I'll do that. And then I thought to myself, well, actually, you know what? Lipman actually looks like quite a good card. And if I don't use him, which he probably will go in my squad at some point, it can be there for fodder or Gattuso. So I'm kind of thinking Lipman and Gattuso. At the start, I did think I wanted Bergkamp, but then I thought, do I really want to sit and grind for 16 tokens where I could have a Gattuso, a Lipman, and then have a pack?
yeah. And the pack you
Mm,
could get, say you could get somebody. You never know. You might get trash, but you might get somebody decent. And for 9, it's like unless one of these cards literally makes or breaks your team, I would be going like, for example, if your favorite player is Bergkamp and you can't ever afford to buy him, then yeah, maybe go for Bergkamp. But like, or if your favorite player is Petit, then maybe go for 19 Petit, or whatever it is, Cannavaro. Maybe save for that Cannavaro because he's
yeah.
obviously, I don't know how much he is, like a mil and something now that moment. But apart from that, I don't know. I don't think 9
Well,
for a prime
put
icon
put
pack.
this put this put this to you. If this would have been 3 months ago, would your thought process have been different?
No.
You still would have went the normal, like
Prime
the
icon pack,
pack
100%. Yeah, for 9 tokens, million
Lippman.
percent. Because I'm gonna do the rest of these 3. Whether I grind the rest, I probably will, just because obviously with everything going on in the world right now, we know that content's going to be limited, just because every company's kind of planning for people working at home and people are going to be sick and all these things. So content's going to be a bit more limited. So therefore, I'm thinking icon swaps coming out. I probably will grind them for something to do. And actually, I really
Yeah,
enjoyed it. I properly enjoyed it because again,
yeah,
like I was loving using Futmas, Thiago Mendes and stuff for my team. And some of these cards I've never used that just sat in my club that I've worked from objectives. I actually got to use them, so I loved it. But I'm thinking I'm either going to go for Puyol and Litmanen because then that gives me 2 cards which I could use. Like I quite like Puyol, he's a beast. But I've also got
yeah. It's
SBC
good.
fodder. Like if I want to
Yeah,
do, let's say, Player of the Month Mbappe, that's a 94 rated card. Okay, but they'll probably be. I won't be able to do them actually for Mbappe. But let's say when you get around to like Team of the Season upgrade packs, or there'll be some other big SBCs when you get to later in the year. That's a 94 and a 91 rated card for free, just for a bit of grinding, or just for sentimental value. I might do Overmars. Like if I can't be bothered, I might just get 10 and do Overmars and then leave it there, or maybe Lampard, just because I've never used him on this FIFA. Everyone's like, he's clunky because his agility's 66, but screw it.
I think Carlos Puyol 9 swaps is amazing for a 94
Yeah,
icon card.
he's under a million on the market though, isn't he? I think they are very closely linked to value. I think. What's the best one for
Yeah,
value?
but
Every time
if
they did a
you've got to think about it, and Gattuso probably, but you think about um somebody who doesn't put coins into the game or points into the game, and isn't a massive player. That if they can just knock out 9 of those swaps to get a Carlos Puyol that would probably never have, that's great.
no, 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 it is great. It's great. I just in terms of
Who is the best value? Bergkamp must be
uh
good.
I can't remember.
At
Somebody put a
least.
tweet. I've seen a couple of tweets. To be fair, I've seen 2 tweets from different people, and they both had different answers, very different. And I was going to look at myself, but I couldn't be asked. Um, but yeah, you can work it out. Take their value on the market, divide it by tokens. You can work out who the most value. But again, that doesn't really matter. So like, if you're all thinking about who to take, don't base it on whoever's best value. Base it on either somebody you really want to use, or
Yeah.
like what's best for your team. Don't base it on what value is, because it doesn't really matter
And
really.
what don't base it on what other people say. If you like, if I like Lipman and when people are just, slating Lipman, you just just use him, try him out. He's what, a 500,000 coin player. If you stick a maestro on him, he's like 95.
Yeah,
That's
he's
a
not
quality
bad.
player.
Is he force? He got stamina's decent, agility's okay, balance is not great, but that's fine. What's his 4-star, 4-star, 3-star, 4-star?
Yeah, 3-4. Yeah, still good. But
Yeah,
it's free. It's your
I know
time. That's it.
that
How much do you
exactly.
value your time?
And
We've
even
always
like
said that.
Loudrop's not that bad, really. There's a few of these cards which aren't, but like yeah. So that's what my thoughts are. Like that's where I'm currently sitting, and we'll see. Like, will I be bothered at the time? Who knows? It all depends on what stuff we get. Be good if they got these out. Like, it'd
Yeah.
be nice if they just dropped. I think from EA's perspective, they they've already told us that I think they said that content's going to be, they're not sure what content's going to be in F1 at the minute. Why don't they just
Yeah.
bang this out and say, guys, you know what? And this is what I'd love them just to. I know that for them to do icon SBCs, it probably takes some work because obviously you've got to prepare them. But why don't they just change? Like the ball game's changed now, right? With everything going on in the world, like people need something to do. People at home. More people are gonna be at home ill or protecting themselves from being ill. Like, just why don't you just drop icon SBCs? Just to give us something to do for the rest of the game. Because I know then their revenues would be hit. Because I don't think people would be spending money on FIFA points as much as they were.
No,
And
definitely not.
like, why don't it never happened? But let's just do something which will keep people engaged. Like the last weekend, like the weekend league last weekend was probably one of the most exciting and the most hype I'd seen about weekend league for a long time when we had those player picks. Like
Yeah.
Twitter, people were loving it, even though people were still angry. Like I saw somebody moan because they got to 24 wins and they got an 87 and 288 rated cards, and I was like, but you like, why are you complaining? That's like free fodder, and it's on
Free
top
card.
of what you'd normally get. It's literally 3 free cards, which would probably save you about 100, 150,000 coins off an SBC.
Yeah.
Like for doing nothing you wouldn't have normally done. But like that was a win. That was a massive win for EA. I think that like it was great. And whether people said they liked it or not, a lot more people played Weekend League, and opening
Yeah.
those rewards. Did you do? You didn't do Weekend. You were away, weren't you? So you didn't play.
Years away. Yeah.
But honestly, it was so good. It was such a nice feeling to be like, oh my God, one more game, one more win, guys, and we're going to open our first pick. And like, I loved it. And then this week, they've obviously not done it, which is a real shame, I think, because everyone it's such a success, in my opinion. It's just killed it a little bit because everyone was like, can't be bothered. And then obviously, when there's no more team of the week, and a lot of people are like, well, screw it, I don't know what rewards we're going to get because like we still don't know what rewards we're going to get. But like, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, does it? It's a game and there's a lot worse things going on in the world. But yeah, it's a real shame on that one. I loved it. Honestly, you would have,
Yeah, it was good.
knowing you're going to open something when you get to 10 wins, it just makes you want to play it.
So, but at this stage, is anybody, because the team of the weeks are so bad, does anybody really play for the rewards anymore?
A lot of people
Really?
do. I don't personally, but I do. I did
Yeah.
love opening those red picks when I was playing. I think half the reason I don't play for awards is because they're so disconnected from each other. Like I've said before, I think EA delay rewards because they want to check the results and basically and kind of, well, that's what they've told us, to check results and basically iron out anyone who's cheating. But if you're cheating and they find you out you're cheating from doing whatever glitches or I don't know, then they're going to ban you. So if they give us
Yeah.
rewards during weekend league, let's say they give us all our rewards in the weekend as you hit different. Imagine this: as you each reach a different level, you get a new reward throughout the weekend. And then if somebody's been cheating, they're going to get banned at the end next week anyway. So what's the harm of giving them the reward? And then obviously they're going to get banned. They're going to get banned. I just think they'd get a lot more engagement from people in weekend league rather than having to wait 4 days. 'Cause that's why I don't care, because it's so disconnected. I'm not like, you know, yeah. It's interesting. You still there, DRYSIDE? Guys, we're back. We're back. And you're thinking, back? You haven't gone anywhere. Well, we have, because last night when we were recording, Discord just went, not having any of it. Discord servers went down, so we couldn't record. So actually, it's 24 hours later, and I literally had no idea what we were talking about. DRYSIDE, do you know what we were talking about?
No, now at the age of 40, I can remember an hour before what happened. Never mind 24 hours.
So yeah, let's just get back to talking about pairs and pairs. No, we're talking about weekend league.
Yeah.
So we just talked about weekend league. I think we can kind of cut off weekend league there, because we could have ranted about that forever. But I guess we should talk about now. We can move on nicely to talking about kind of FIFA going forward. Obviously, the coronavirus is affecting stuff, but what do you think is going to happen in terms of content, DRYSIDE? Not that it matters, by the way, guys. We're not like saying this is important stuff. We're just saying, what could happen in terms of FIFA.
Just we kind of talked about it before and off the pod, surmising and that I guess for EA, it's probably a really good opportunity for them to just rechurn old stuff. Like they could tonight, didn't they, like they can put out like revised UCL, SBCs, and that kind of stuff. So like they could they're probably laughing, going, you know what, that's great. Let's knock this old stuff out over and over again. We don't need new stuff, and people love it because they're sitting in their houses wanting stuff to do, and we'll just churn it out. So yeah. I think tonight, what do we get tonight?
That throwback UCL marquee matchups, wasn't it? They're 45k because of those UCL cards. You need 5 of them, and they're just ridiculously expensive.
And they've gone through the roof, and there's no way I'll do them. And then they've got
the packs are terrible.
St. Patrick's Day stuff. Oh, they're terrible.
Rare mixed pack.
What are the packs again?
Yeah, so rare mixed player pack, a prime mixed player pack. So you get 4 gold rares in one. In the other one, you could get 4 gold rares. You might not get any, depending, because it's a prime. So you get 6 rares. And then you get, overall, I think you get a rare Electrum. So that's only 6 rares. So overall, you're going to get 9 rare golds, and you could get 13 rare golds for 45k. I'm not really that bothered about it. Those packs are normally terrible.
No, it doesn't. I'm just looking at go on. I just don't, at this stage, I don't really feel like wasting the coins.
Yeah, well, I guess pointless. 45k, is it still 45k? Let me just, I've got up on FUTBIN, but I may not refresh it. It's 45k. So I guess you will definitely get 9 gold rare cards, and you could get up to 13. Plus you get the silvers and that. So actually, it's not bad value because it's better than getting a 50k pack. But if you don't buy, I'm talking but the 50k SBC we got today only costs 6k, so it is actually bad value. Like if you buy packs with coins, it's good value. But if you don't, which most of us don't, it's terrible value because normally a 50k pack SBC is about 10k, isn't it, to do?
Yeah, per. And then I suppose in a way it was going to come anyway. It's St. Patrick's Day stuff with you get a choice of 3 players, if I'm correct, saying Pullman, Long, and McGeady.
Yeah, those 3.
Which I think if you're running a Premiership team, McGeady probably, even though his stats are the highest of the 3, because of his league, maybe not. Shane Long is probably going to be the most popular.
Yeah, he's alright, isn't he?
Decent. Same as Coleman, if you're not running a right back, a decent right back in the Premiership, probably would be alright. But Shane Long,
90k for Shane Long. For me, no.
Don't know, not for me.
No.
If he was about 30k, yeah. But for
an 87 rated, 80k, yeah, it's just a big fat no for me. I like what they've done is a player pick for the SBC, so at least you can choose who you want. But
but it's just one of those ones where I think at the stage we're at with FIFA now, as much as we want more and more content, the more and more content they give us, that people will pick holes in it because they'll go, oh, well, I don't like that. I'm not very fussed on that.
Well, they always do anyway. Like, no matter what, they always do it. It's just, I think I've resigned myself to it just not like that. And I was saying this on stream earlier. I wonder. So, like, we don't know what rewards we get on Thursday, and it doesn't really matter. Like, reality, it doesn't matter. It really, who cares? It's like there's more important things in the world going on. So, yes, it'd be nice to find out, obviously, but it doesn't really matter. But they've got other things to concentrate on, and if they're thinking, so EA no doubt are going to be impacted. Maybe let's just think like revenue. People are going to be spending less because they're going to be saving. So FIFA points and that'll be down. Game sales probably not going to be that much different, you would think. really, maybe a few extra, but nothing groundbreaking compared to FIFA points. So are
But do
they
you think they'll
gonna?
be down? I think sales might be actually in an
But
opposite way.
but
Of the
game sales are the
younger
small
generation be
part.
up.
Yeah, but game sales are the small part. Like most people already have for FIFA anyway. Most people already have it, or if people aren't playing FIFA, they're playing Fortnite instead. I just don't think that not that many people will be buying like not material for EA's revenue. Like not one lightning round of a good promo I think would make them more money than the additional sales they'd get from this virus. Um,
But do you think if people are off, if they're off school, off work, off college, will be sitting in their homes and buying one or two packs, and that one or two packs across, worldwide, surely that will increase sales
I don't
than
think
what they
people will be
normally
buying
would.
packs because there's no promo. So there's no promo. Like a guy came on stream and he's like, I put points on 2 days ago, but there's no promo, so I don't want to use them. I just think people are hold
True.
back because the real people with disposable income are kind of your people in their 20s, right? Or
Yeah, that's
people with
true.
older kids, and they're the ones that have been like, I need to cut back a little bit.
Mm.
I just need to be a bit careful here because we don't know what's going to happen. I just think that will hit their sales massively. But I personally think it wouldn't surprise me, and this is just what it is. It wouldn't surprise me, and tell me what you think about this DRYSIDE, if we didn't see much from FIFA 20 now, because FIFA 21 is obviously their next cash cow. Like FIFA 20 is pretty much done. Obviously, there's Team of the Season, which brings them a lot of money. But apart from that, I know you've got the promos, but if they were concerned that their workforce is going to get hit and they've got to get another game out, are they gonna? Could we not see that much content? Because they're like, you know what, we'll get Team of the Season, do that, but apart from it, we're gonna have all teams focusing on FIFA 21 because that's our next big one. Because they do not want to delay. Imagine if like FIFA 21 gets delayed 3 months because they couldn't get it ready, or if it comes
Yeah,
out and it's even worse than this.
from a business point of view, they'll be thinking, right, what's the situation with the economy, the climate within worldwide, whatever it might be, and they'll think, right, what's more important, just selling packs now or selling the new game? 100%, it's going to be selling the new game.
Yeah,
So
because
will they have people then working on, right, we need to focus on the new game, forget about now, the shit has hit the fan with everything else. So don't worry about now, but just then drop that and think about the future because they have to protect their, you
yeah,
the name of the game. So
yeah,
I think we see that happening more so
maybe.
than packs.
And it depends how they're structured because, like, content team, obviously there is IT development. There is development that goes into content. It's not just somebody's like, somebody's
Yeah.
got to code it all. Somebody's got to come up with, people have got to come up with the SBCs. Somebody's got to come up
Mm.
with the stats. And, people have to sign that. Well, in a normal company, people have to sign all these things off and it goes through testing and things. So it does take a lot more resources than we may think. So I know for a lot of people might be like, oh,
Yeah.
don't be silly. It's just content. Just putting players in packs is easy. Well, they do cock it up most times. So it's not that easy or however their model is. So it wouldn't surprise me if we did it wouldn't surprise me if we just got best of team of the week for our picks from now on. And maybe a minimum in there to keep us playing. But I'd like EA just to do something really fun and easy. Like just add in the objectives every week for Weekend League and change it to best of team of the week. Add in those weekly the picks where you get a minimum, like maybe an 85 plus at 10 wins, an 87 at 18, and then an 88 or 89 at 24. Do that every week. That'll help keep the game going with best of team of the week.
Yeah. And as much as I think, video games is the minimal, of people's issues at the minute or problems at the minute with EA, I think it's probably one of their most challenging times because they have to try and keep people engaged because more and more people will probably be playing the game because of the current situation. So they're actually probably thinking, "Oh, shit, we need to do something that's
We need
going to
to
keep
engage
people
with
playing this
people.
game,
Yeah,
engaging with people." And there's not going to be any more team of the week for the foreseeable future. So what are we going to do? We can't just re-churn. We joked about it, putting old content out, but they're going to have to do something that after a certain amount of time, people just go, "Nah, I'm bored of that."
yeah. They
So they
do
need
need
to
to
sort
get
of
everyone
change things
engaged, don't
up.
they? Yeah, and
Yeah,
hopefully that's what they're doing. Like hopefully, because he said a
yeah,
lot of this
yeah.
is a lot of these people don't need to work from an office. A lot of people,
No,
and they don't
no.
need, like, as long as they've got the setup and the infrastructure for home working, which I'm sure EA do, then actually
Yeah.
they don't need to be in the office. So in a way, apart from people being unwell, then they may not be impacted. But yeah, hopefully they're behind closed doors now, thinking, right, yeah, no team of the week, no marquee matchups. What are we going to do to keep Ultimate Team alive for the next couple of months? Like what? Team of the season's in 6 weeks. Will they do team of the season early? Because will they do team of the season if the season did kick off again in June? Which I don't know if it did. It would be behind closed doors. But maybe let's just say it did kick off again in June or whatever, May, whatever. Would EA release team of the season late? I hope not, because the game's dead at that point.
It affects the whole cycle of the game. When you think about it, because the further the season goes on, the lesser time that EA have between now. Well, I guess not really, because like FIFA goes dead in the summer, like, for what, 2 months, doesn't it? Really, after team of the season, kind of dies a bit.
Yeah, it does
But
die a bit. Yeah.
the longer the actual real football season progresses, that then keeps FIFA alive in a weird way.
Yeah, it does.
Um,
It doesn't. I don't
so
know.
I
It's a
don't know.
weird
It's a
one,
funny
isn't
one.
it? It is a really funny one. I really hope they are behind closed doors now, thinking of some content, because they say with all this
Has to
stuff,
be.
the world goes on. The world does go on, and everyone's still doing, all doing our jobs and things. So they will be trying to do something. I just hope that whatever they come up with is it'll be interesting. Yeah, like they may think just we're not going to bother too much with it, but hopefully they're not, and they're actually thinking, right, what are we going to do to get everyone engaged? And you think they probably want to keep us engaged because of the whole PES thing, that whole movement. It's probably not the
Yeah.
best time because you go on PES. I went on PES the other day, and I didn't want to play a game because I don't like the gameplay, but I put £3 in to packs, just because I was interested to see what happened, and because they limit how many packs you can open, but they have like themed packs which are brilliant. So you can go and open Barcelona packs. It'll have Barcelona players in there only. I got 97 Messi. I got like loads of 88 and 89 rated, and like if you put in £20 in the game, you can have an absolutely amazing team, which
Iron team.
some people love, some people hate, but people might start moving to PES because people might be like, especially people who don't really play the game. A lot of people who don't play FIFA, not because they trade or whatever, just because they quite like cards. You know what I mean? It's almost like a Panini. Remember the Panini sticker books? Well, they're still around.
Yep.
It's a bit like that. Collectors, isn't it? We all love a nice stacked club of colourful cards. Even if we don't play the game, it's just cool having them.
You also have to remember the amount of people, me included, the amount of people who came across from the original PES to FIFA.
Yeah, me as well.
So if things start changing, and PES start improving, and big streamers start playing it, do people think, you know what, I'm getting better players, I'll go to PES. The gameplay may not be as good. However, the gameplay with FIFA isn't great at the minute. So do they kind of think, well, I'll give it a go. I'll try it a bit more. Big streamers are playing a bit more. We hope not, because as much as FIFA has its faults, I love playing it. And it does frustrate the life out of me at times, but I still love the game. And I still think it's the number one kind of game out there. But it'll get people thinking. It really will.
Yeah, I've been so into drafts recently. I love it. I love a draft.
Yeah, drafts are great.
Oh,
Drafts are great. It's funny because I say this every time, and if we rewind back to the last swap, um, the icon swaps again, that it frustrates me. We've talked about this. I think we even talked about it before. But I can't remember because it's been so long. It's been 24 hours. But we talked about how rivals can be so demotivating.
yeah.
Just for the fact that people just drop down divisions, and for me personally, people in Division 10 just won't give up. You're beating them 7-0, just won't quit. So,
You are the problem.
That, yeah, I'm the problem within this. I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's just that, well, more and more people just think it's only for certain promos with Because the icon swaps will get you playing or your rivals more, or because you're grinding to get a particular player. And I agree they've done great. The pack, the prime pack is great now. It's only 9 swaps.
Are you going to do yours whilst you're on stream? Whilst you're on pod, by the way. You've got it there, haven't you?
I'm so tempted by it. I was going to give it to you to open it.
Nah, screw it. Do it now.
You got such terrible luck.
Do it now. Open it on the pod. Come on, let's have our first ever live prime pack opening on pod.
Right, hold on. I'm going to go and get my controller. 2 seconds. So, I can't believe I'm doing this on the pod. Nobody else can see it, but I actually can't believe I'm giving up the chance to get Puyol 92.
Come on. You're going to get Puyol 90, no, Puyol 94. You're going to get Puyol 92.
Puyol right back.
Oh, no, you can't. It'll be prime. It's a prime icon pack.
Oh, that's right. Prime. Well, at least it's prime, yeah. Prime Inzaghi. I spoke to the kids about it today, and they were like, I was actually asking the kids for advice. No, it's so funny because kids are so. It's funny, they're so like, what's the best way? Just they don't think of the positive and negatives. They just think logically.
You could get R9.
They just think go for what you've got. They don't think, well, we would be more, as in gambling, because they're not into gambling. So they think
Puyol.
they're like, no, just you get that card, just go for it. I think it's also because they don't grind the game as much. They don't have a good player, so if they just see any icon, like my youngest, he was like, oh, Inzaghi would be great for my team. So I'm like, Inzaghi's an absolute turd.
Inzaghi, nobody's ever said that, don't lie. Literally nobody ever has said, oh my god, Inzaghi, he'd be great for my team. Even if
that's the words of a 7-year-old. So yeah. So and then I actually maybe think on, you know what? That's why I should just open the pack. Because who really cares?
Exactly.
It's a pack.
Yeah. What are you doing? Loading up the players right now?
I'm just firing them in. This is gonna be tense.
Oh my god, when you see the Finland flag. When you know beep you see that Finland
beep, beep, you're nothing but a beep.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh my god, you got to talk us through it. We need commentary when you do it.
This is gonna kill me.
Thing is, it's not that hard to get the 9. It's really not that hard. It's not that much. It's hours, but it's not that much of a grind.
No,
it's not like 18. 18 was hard.
When did I get back? When was I? What, last Thursday? Did I get back? And I've done it. It's only really taken 4 days to get. That's between work and the kids and everything else. Right. Okay. Here we are.
First ever
challenges.
A live pod pack opening. Well, it's not live because you're listening to this the following day, but
right, let's see. Pack. At least I'll be one short.
Yeah, imagine that. Back in 24 hours.
All right.
Back in 24 hours once I've done my squad battles. Oh
shit. Right. Specials. I'm actually a bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, you should be. It's nerve-wracking. The good thing with this one, the mid-icon pack was really nerve-wracking because that was 18 tokens. That was a horrible grind to get those. So that was a real pain. So that was hurt when you knew you were going to get shit. But actually, there's a lot more better prime icons than there are mid, right? So
it's debatable when you get them.
Nah, I think there's more. There's more of the 82. There's better prime in general. There's better prime icons than mid. Like in most icons, their prime is better than their mid. For most, I know some aren't. There's a few, like in terms of just maybe not as pacey or as agile or whatever. But majority, their primes are better than their mids.
Why am I missing one? That can't be right.
If you actually just mess this up.
Fuck no! I definitely had 8, 9. Sorry. Oh no! I can't believe it is.
He's choked it.
I definitely had them all. I counted them. What the fuck?
It's St. Patrick's Day. How many Guinnesses have you had?
Yeah, possibly too many. Go to special. No, because I definitely counted them earlier on, thinking, right, I've got one more set to do, and that's it.
you haven't done
What?
it.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Hadjik.
There he is.
I can't believe I'm doing
Tell me when
this,
you've hit
like,
submit on the card, so you get the pack.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
Do it. Hit submit.
You gonna talk me through it?
Just
Should I do it?
hit submit now. Now,
Oh,
honestly,
no, I don't want to.
you will not regret it. Honestly, I'm not lying to you. Hit submit.
Right, I've hit submit.
Oh, you're gonna regret that big time,
Submit
mate. You're gonna regret it so much.
scores.
You're gonna get an absolute turd. Oh my god, I smell Finland. I
I've
smell.
done it. I've done it. I've done it. I've done it. Right, you ready?
You got the pack
Here
ready?
we go. Yeah.
Talk
Yep.
us through it.
I'm
What
gonna-
flag?
I'm
Tell
gonna
us.
cry.
I'm nervous for you.
Right. Here we go.
Japan, I bet.
Updating. Here we go. You ready? Goals. Here he's walking out. Here we go. So, here goes doors to walk out. Mexico striker.
No.
Hernandez.
Hernandez, that's not too bad.
Hernandez 90. That's okay.
That's all right.
I like him. I
That's
had him
alright.
before.
That's all right.
That's okay. I'll take that.
mate,
I'll take that's a win. That's a W. Surely.
What's his price? He's 480.
That's all right.
That's all right. It could have been a lot
Could've been a lot
worse.
worse.
Because you used his card for a while, didn't you?
Yeah, loved it. Really nice card.
92 rated striker as a marksman.
Yeah, I'll take that.
It's not bad at all.
First
Pacey.
live icon pack.
Squeaky bum time for you, wasn't it?
It was a bit. I was really cocking myself there. I was like, if I get something turd here, I'll be annoyed. That could have been equipment could have been thrown across the room.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, if you get something that's worth like 200k, that's a bit annoying. But I think
Yeah,
500k
As a
is
player
not-
that I know that's good, but my biggest problem is now I'm gonna have to sell Van Basten.
Coinsies though, isn't it? How much was Van Basten?
He was only 250. He cost me, so he's nothing really.
No, but that's so you've just so you got 250 back from an SBC, which isn't bad. Like
Yeah,
you know,
so I've made 250, and I've got a free top class striker.
yeah,
So I'm happy.
that's the
So
best
that's
thing.
good.
If you pull one that you can put in your team and sell a player, like I pulled Kaká, I put him in instead of Mbappe. That's 450k. Like win. So I think that's a win. Like yes, it could be
Yeah,
better, but it's usable.
If we would have got a goalkeeper or a right back, I'd have been raging. But you know what? A striker who I actually have tried and I really liked, and I only sold. I think we talked about this a few weeks ago. I only sold Hernandez because I was making 80k on him. That's the only reason I sold him.
And you sold the baby,
because I was
wasn't
making
it?
profit. Yeah, baby, and I was making profit. So no, yeah, that's good. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Yeah, 92 rated striker. The marksman, he looks decent. Good shooting, good dribbling.
Yeah, we're good.
Try him
I'll
out.
just have to-
Tell us what you think of him next pod.
Yeah, next week I'll let you know how it goes, and it just means I'm going to have to play weekend league this weekend.
But
see how it goes.
What console? What FIFA are you going to play it on? Because they've opened weekend league on FIFA 19.
Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, what's behind that?
I literally, I've not really looked into it. I have no idea. I don't know. Is it because they're shutting down? Is it because they're shutting down the FIFA
Servers?
19 servers? Maybe so they're just saying, look, here's one more go. But they said in the message that came up on the game. I don't know why Bateson was on FIFA 19, but this all came about because Bateson went on FIFA 19 and got the message, and it said
Yeah, that's right.
to give you time to finish all of your weekend league accomplishments or like objectives. I was like, but why would you care about finishing your weekend league objectives in FIFA 19? Unless, is there some you do to get something in FIFA 20? I wonder if that's the case. I wonder if it's like, because there was something, wasn't there, that if you did it in FIFA 19, you got it in FIFA 20. So I wonder if they're doing that for people that are just getting FIFA maybe. I don't know. I literally have no idea. Guys, if anyone knows, I'm sure it's been around Twitter. If you can let us know at 2 Old Futs, it'd be really helpful because...
The only thing I can think of, were they using different servers last year? Are they trying to get people onto that server to use that?
Are they testing a server maybe? Yeah.
But really, we think about it, how many people go on like that? I probably won't. I'm not going to go on to FIFA 19 again.
Well,
So
I'm just thinking about my
really gonna
team,
get
FIFA
enough people to
19.
Test it.
Hullet, we got Hullet, Henri maybe. I don't remember who I've got. Thing is, I think I sold most of my players and
Yeah,
just
I think I
wasted the
did too.
coins because I had like Team of the Year Neymar, Team of the Year Mbappe, Team of the Year this, Team of that, but I don't know. I might go on and have a look. I honestly might go.
Yeah.
I might load up because on my other PlayStation, I might load that up and
Are
just see
you
what
are you doing weekend league, normal weekend league this weekend?
for FIFA 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I am
I
going
know
to do weekend league.
but then again, if you go to FIFA 19, you'd have to qualify, wouldn't you, for the weekend league?
Well, that's what I'm not sure on. I'm not sure if you do or not. I've not looked. I might literally because my old PlayStation is a bit funny. It doesn't always work, so that's why I had to get a new one. But I can't be bothered to download FIFA 19 on FIFA 19 on the new PlayStation. So I'll just plug this one in and I'll just check it out. But I'm not going to play it. Well, I might play one game if it auto qualifies, but I'll probably just play FIFA 20 weekend league to be fair.
I was going to say if it all qualifies, then I might play it just to see. But if I have to qualify, I'm not going to go through the grind of rivals to
Imagine
qualify
that.
for it. Like, why would you?
No, I'm pretty sure you'll probably get a token, but you might not. I don't know. I literally don't know. But then would you have points?
Anybody knows, just let us know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, we no idea.
ASAP.
But I think I might do something fun this. I might. So I've got some coins. Obviously, Fatal's taken. I recorded the second episode of Fatal, so make sure you check out YouTube because it'll be out by the time you listen to this. But generating quite a few coins. So until Fatal's done, I can't use any of my coins because I might need them for the episodes.
Oh
So-
yeah, true.
So I'm a little bit. I can't really do too much. If I do, I can't do big players. So I'll probably just leave things. I think I'm just going to leave my team as it is. I might change Essien. Only player I might change is Essien.
Really?
Yeah. And that is because I play
Interesting.
4-4-2, and I really he's great defensively, but going
You love them.
yeah, I do really like him, but going forward, I just want somebody because Kante's like the all-rounder, but I just wonder if I would like somebody who's a bit better going forward than Essien. I know Essien's
that's the
got a great
problem.
long shot, but he never hits on target when he hits a long shot. Even though he's got like 98 long shots, his long shots in game feel very different to the stats, and he doesn't feel that agile or that amazing on the ball. So I'm thinking of trying out Seedorf or somebody who is kind of not as good defensively by any means, but they're a lot better going forward. They've got 4-star, 4-scar, and just see how that works out for me in the 4-4-2.
That's funny because I was thinking about trying Seedorf because I just don't think there's much point in having two CDMs that are similar in terms of defensively.
Yeah,
It just doesn't work. I think you should have one that has a bit of a more of a higher work rate going forward that can actually get a shot away. Because naturally, unless you're playing that whole stupid drop back, one bar, whatever, you don't need your CDMs. But I want one of my CDMs to push a bit forward
yeah,
and get the old shot away. So I think I want one to have a bit more of agility to go forward and actually ping a shot. Like Koeman, I have Koeman going forward, and he can bang a shot from 30 yards, no bother. Like top corner, easy. One of the best players I've got in that role, even though he's just centre back when I move him into CDM. But yeah, I think you should have. I think we've both tried Roy Keane, who shocking. Like going backwards, breaking up play is great, but going forward over the
Terrible.
halfway line,
terrible.
it's terrible.
Yeah,
Shocking. So Seedorf could be the option. I actually think the mid Seedorf is the best.
well, I think Moments is probably the best.
88.
I think the Moments is the best one, the 93. But I think the
Well, obviously 93 is obviously the prime, like the kind of
the
main
88
one,
looks
but
quite nice. No, the 88 does look quite
88.
nice.
88's better than a 91, and the cost reflects that. It's like there's a
Oh yeah, he's more expensive than the 91, isn't he?
200,000 coin
Yeah, he's
difference.
got
So
more agility, way more stamina. Stamina's 92 versus the prime, which is
Yeah.
84. So yeah,
I might
it's,
try that 88 Seedorf and mix it in with my team then. So I'll have Seedorf and Koeman as my two CDMs.
yeah, it's good using the
Might do that.
icons. Like, I've enjoyed
Yeah.
using Christian Vieri. Honestly, Christian Vieri, prime
Yeah.
moments. This is prime moments with a hunter. But actually, he's been banging it in, and what I like about cards like Vieri and why I feel like I play with them quite well. He's 467k for prime moments Vieri. Why I actually think I play well with Theo is because I don't try and do too much with him. I keep it simple. As soon as you give me somebody who can do 5-star skills or like a big name that I love, I'm like, trying to dribble around. Fieri, I literally get the ball in, knock it off, take the ball in, shoot, goal. Like, it's simple, but he's actually, honestly, his agility's horrific at 64. But as long as you're not trying to dribble with him, I love that. Somebody's just followed me on Twitch, so it's just popped. That would have popped up on the street on the podcast because I have no idea where that noise comes from because it's all shut down. I literally don't know why that even a noise has happened. Random.
Do you not find though that, and maybe it's a generational thing, and I'm not gonna single out the younger generation, but from our point of view, that with some of the icons, you have a real affiliation to them. With you,
Massively.
being an Arsenal fan, you've got, Bergkamp, Gary, Henri. Where, when back in the day, I used to love watching Gazzetta football. So I used to love watching Italian football. So you'd see the likes of Van Basten, Hullet, Gattuso. So with those players, even though they're not great in the game, you just have this affiliation
They're
that you
just
want to have in your
exciting to
team.
use, aren't they?
Because back in the day, in whether it be FIFA or whether it be PES, it doesn't matter what the game title is. You just love using them because there was the players that you love watching at the time, and now we've got the chance to use them as icons, and I actually sometimes rather use icons even if they're like rubbish ones.
Because you overpay, yeah. You pay a premium for them being an icon, don't you? But
yeah, and it's good. I could easily get De Bruyne, who is 93 rated at 250,000 coins, so a fraction of the cost of Seedorf. But I just want Seedorf. It's just that thing.
yeah, it's just cool, isn't it? It just looks nice on your card when you've got that nice icon card. And they do feel special in the game, and I don't know whether that's because they have special abilities or just because they feel special because you look at them and you're like, I know that guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's quality. And that's why I kind of want to get Henri. Zidane is probably the one. After using that 97 card, I want him badly. But it's gonna depend how much Fatal costs me in terms of tax and stuff.
And what's that move? What's that move you do with him? That he flick up?
Oh, the ball roll flick. Oh my god, it's insane. 30. Yeah, so if anyone listening, the ball roll flick up, do it with the 5-star skiller. You do a ball roll and then you press in the R3 button, any 5-star skiller. So they basically roll the ball across and then flick it up back over. And honestly, I was just doing it in draft with Zidane today, and it's just beautiful because he can do it either side, and he's 5-star weak foot. Either side in front of the goal just sends the defender, and you just bang it on the volley. It's literally filth.
Every time I watched it, it was just defenses were just falling over.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Almost unstoppable.
It is good fun.
That's drafts for itself. It's just drafts are good fun. You don't have to worry about your division you're in or the weekend league. Drafts are just good fun to enjoy players.
Yeah.
I think more and more people are just starting to enjoy drafts now, and I do a lot more now. I just like to play it.
Well, hopefully they'll keep up the. I don't know when it ended or if it's ended, but they are, because we did have it juiced for a little bit, didn't we? They told us it was going to be juiced for a little bit. I don't know if that's ended now, but if it's not ended, I just hope it continues because it's really it'd be really crap if they lowered it. Because at the minute you get quite a few icons. If they lowered it, I mean, it'd be really annoying because I wouldn't play it. Like at the moment, every other draft I will get either Moments, Dinio, Eusebio, or Ronaldo. Like normally, every other draft you'll get one of those three. Recently, I've been getting every 2-3 drafts, which is great. If that went down to like 1 in every 15, I'd be like, I don't want to touch drafts because that's what the fun is, using some of those cards. You don't want to get the same bloody, baby Luis Figo. I don't know, he's not even in there anymore, but you know what I'm saying. Like, you don't want to get that same card all the time that pops up, which isn't even that good, but you just take.
But like your current draft compared to your previous draft is night and day.
I know, funny that, wasn't it?
It's so inconsistent. It's just so poor sometimes.
Yeah.
But I guess that's against the luck of the draw. It's like pack openings. It's one of those things.
It is one of those things. Certainly is. And I guess on that note,
that's us.
That is us done for the week, isn't it? We could chat. I know we could easily chat for hours and hours and hours and hours, chewing the fat over everything with FIFA. It'd be interesting to see what happens. Obviously, FIFA and with everything going on at the minute, we shall see what happens. Hopefully, good luck in the weekend league.
Yeah. Are
you playing DRYSIDE?
Yep. Yes, I'll give it a go. I'll give Hernandez a go and I'll report back next Monday.
Remember to keep calm, and if a game's really horrible, just quit. Doesn't matter if you take the L.
Just quit.
Just quit the game. If somebody's really that dirty, either use that negativity to turn it into positivity to beat them, to be like, you know what, I'm actually going to beat you and beat them. Or if you really are like, this guy's an absolute prick, just be like, fuck it, I'm going to quit.
Well, as well as that, I'll just think, Chuff's such a dick for making me want to pack on the pod. Why did I want Hernandez? So, yeah.
You love him. Fault. Hernandez, the first ever live pack.
I do. I don't love him. I love him.
Try him out. This is next week. How's Hernandez? Shit. Okay.
Yeah, he's shit. I've just discarded him.
Bit of SBC fodder, if not anything else. But
exactly.
Guys, exactly. Have a good week. Stay safe. Take care. And you'll hear from us again next week.
Peace.
Peace. A peace.
Peace.
A peace.